Hey everybody, Johnny Vivento here. This was a video posted, I think was it yesterday? I think it was posted. I have to go through it with you because I really want to, especially after Sarasota Tim's victory last week. And I really have to tell you about it because it's been on my chest a bit. I was watching this thing. It was that Johnny Vegas thing about, I think it was AI. That's what they're saying it was. I don't know if it was or not, but it was this thing about from Life and Vibes basically, and she was, rebuking
And I have a
Sarasota Tim.
whole
So
dozen of balls that a subscriber gave me. That
Sarasota Tim has balls.
I got
Okay,
clubs
you
that
just
a
heard it.
subscriber gave me. I got clubs that a subscriber gave me.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I've got golf shoes.
Is he lying?
A golf
Is he?
hat. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to crush it.
Oh, bro. This guy stinks!
This video didn't want to
JJ
delete.
for
Okay.
giving us the go-ahead to...
And now we have the fake British lady, Life and Vibe. Now she puts her oar in, basically, with Johnny Vegas. And was it AI? Was it? I don't know. I believe it might have been. I don't believe a word of it, the way anybody's really narrating this thing. But let us go it through.
play this video here. Oh, there's our friend Johnny Vegas. How did 74 people like that video? That's a good question.
Good morning, everybody. This is Johnny Vegas. I finally got a chance to talk.
74 people who don't care that Tim's a thief. That's
74 people don't care that Tim is a thief. Is he a thief? We all know he's not. So it's just amazing that they can actually be allowed to spew this stuff on
people that really think
on
they're
YouTube.
like, just like patriots, man.
Tell you everything what happened with Tim about the golf clubs. So,
Do you hear what she just said then? Patriots, man. Yeah, we are patriots. That's what we are. Tim is. I am. About 80 million other Americans are real patriots in this, in the United States. Even though I live in Mexico and Tim lives in Florida, we're still patriots, right?
Lucky club. Going to play golf for a little while. But I loaned clubs. I loaned Tim the clubs back in the time when I had my shoulder surgery. He came into Vegas and he didn't have any clubs, so he said he was going to rent a set. I said, well, you're going to pay 75 to 125. He didn't want to do that, so I loaned him my clubs. And
I'm shocked. And this is exactly Johnny.
He could have gone and played again sports and got a whole set of clubs, probably for $300, a really good set. That's how much they are right now, not $2,500.
Not changed anything in this story, as I said earlier. This has stayed the same. And that's exactly what he said to me, that he knew that Tim was coming from out of town, that he wanted to play golf, and that to rent a set is not inexpensive. Just to rent them, $75 to $100 at a club in that area in Nevada. This man doesn't want to pay $2 for parking. I mean, he doesn't want to pay $5 or so.
Tim doesn't want to pay $2 for parking or $5 for soda. I wouldn't want to pay $5 for soda, but I do it sometimes when I go out for dinner, even in Mexico. That's what it costs.
The restaurant. So we know he certainly would not want to rent those clubs. And Johnny had an additional set of clubs that were gifted clubs, to him.
Hold on a minute. That's the best cup of tea I've ever had in my life, man. I drink tea and coffee, but I love tea too. This one is from England. It's an incredible tea.
Because they had his name were actually on them. So these clubs meant something to him. His name is on the clubs.
She said his name's
and
on
he
them.
was kind enough to lend them to Tim.
then I don't know the exact dates of when it happened, but he went down to Laughlin. I loaned my clubs back to him. This guy Dino, we met one time before. I've only met him one time. He came to pick up the clubs from me to get practice with Tim in Laughlin. They were going to play golf together. And at that time, I wasn't too sure about Dino. I didn't know the guy, so I asked Tim numerous times, Tim, is it safe to give this guy my clubs? Because, they're worth about $2,500. He said, well, I talked to him a few times. I think he's a trustworthy guy, so I did give Dino, met him.
How would you give somebody a $2,500 worth of clubs if you don't know him? You wouldn't do it, right? I don't give a damn. He doesn't know Tim that well, you know, but even Tim's trustworthy, but there's no way that you would do that. You'd go, you don't really know the guy, right? So apparently he did. Is it true? I don't know. It's
Restaurant gave him the clubs. He brought him down to Tim. Tim played 2 or 3 rounds.
Dino is going to go over to Johnny Vegas'
this
house
is not AI.
and pick up and get acquainted and pick up some golf clubs that Johnny Vegas is going to loan me, some right-handed clubs. He's got a couple of sets. Timmy didn't have an extra set, but Dino lives in Vegas, and he's not that far from Johnny Vegas. So they're going to hook up, talk golf a little bit, I'm sure, grab some clubs from Johnny, bring them to me. We're going to play some golf. We're going to make some videos, and we're going to show you how good or how much.
You got to admit, Life and Vibe does edit very, very well. She's doing a good job in that department. But that fake British accent, man. Yes, of course, darling, of course, yes, rather. I think Sarasota Tim is a rather wonderful young man, isn't he? Yes, he is. And Johnny Vegas as well. He's very American, but I'm not sure. Is he that patriotic? I really don't know. Does he like President Trump? I have no idea. Well, I tell you something, I love President Trump. Great guy.
Slicer we are.
But to make a long story short here, basically, I saved Tim about $500 in rental fees. Every time he played golf, it cost him $75 to $100 to rent clubs.
Think about the amount of money that not only Johnny Vegas saved Tim, who was making a lot of money from his YouTube channel.
See, now I've said that I've actually said that Sarasota Tim is making a lot of money from his YouTube channel. And if you see in the comments, when I made that video, people went crazy. Says, no way, he's making nothing. He's not doing that. That's bullshit. I know that he's making money. I just know he is. He's got it all down, Sarasota Tim. He's got the connections. He's making a lot more money than anybody thinks he is. And I'm happy for him. He deserves it because he's out there 4 times a day busting his ass. Okay, he is. This guy's a lot of money, Johnny Vegas. I believe he has a lot of money. He's a wealthy, wealthy man. Okay? Fair enough, you know. He's a lot wealthier than I am and a lot wealthier than Tim is, I'm sure. But what I'm trying to get at is that Tim deserves everything he gets. Okay? He really does. Okay? I'm not sure what Tim's education is. I left school at 15 years old, and I made it. And you make it through hard work and dedication. And even though I have children, I had to, you know, it's not cheap. You know that. Kids are not cheap. But this guy, I don't believe he means what he's saying. I really don't. I think it's a AI thing. The first part, anyway.
Easily could have bought a set of golf clubs with the amount of money that he was making on YouTube. And shit, Tim, you could have written it off in your goddamn taxes because you would have. Patty,
could you have written it off in your taxes for golf club? I don't know.
great.
For business deals, I went around business deals and I wrote it off. Is there a way? Is there? Okay.
Thank you, Patty. I really appreciate your expertise and knowledge on this. There's also a distinct passive aggressiveness common to ASPD. That's antisocial personality disorder, just to clarify the acronyms for everybody. And or NPD, that's narcissistic personality disorder. Just in case some of you aren't familiar with the use of the acronyms, just to clarify. It's rooted in what they believe is their superior intellect. LOL. He literally almost seems to revel and delight in having taken Johnny Vegas's golf clubs. And to think when he talks about how much money he saved, and then you add that to the actual cost of the golf clubs, we're looking at a lot of money. Thousands of...
I know it's all crap. I just know it is. There's nothing else to get Tim back with. So she has to come out now with dishonesty. You know, I said to you in my last video, I think it was, I said that they're going to start going around when Tim goes to Walmart, going through that he missed something in the self-checkout, just to say that he's a thief, which he definitely is not a thief. Okay, it's a disgraceful act, and it's a disgraceful accusation. You know, Sarasota Tim is not going to steal from anybody. He just isn't. And it's disgraceful that these guys can get away with this stuff. It really is, yeah.
that Tim felt entitled to because he's an arrogant person.
She's
and I didn't
not.
want him to do that because, saving time, saving money. But in the long run, the clubs are loaned to Tim, and he said on a video, and I asked him, Tim, when are you going to bring me back my club? He said, well, I'm coming up to Vegas on Monday to play golf with you at Red Rock Country Club. So I called in, talked to him Sunday, and Jay and Bev, I believe, was down there at that time. They left a little earlier, and then Tim had pulled out of Laughlin on Sunday.
His lips are not moving in sync.
I don't know the dates, don't know the month. It was around November, December. And then I called him, didn't hear.
But these are gifted. He's just doubling down again because he knows the common.
Anyway, let's go off of this subject because it's a waste of time and effort, basically. They're just trying to put Tim
Get
down.
here, Johnny Vegas. He's got this little rangefinder for me, but he's got more. Let's get it and show him what we got. He picked it up for me yesterday. He gave me this set of clubs, $1,000 set of clubs. It's got a driver and a 3 hybrid. This is a 5 hybrid, a Callaway, baby, Callaway. These are top clubs. Here, hold this. And I got this rangefinder right here. All you do is you look in here and you push this button and you point it at anything and it tells you how many yards. So you look at the flag on the green and, if you're out there in the middle of the fairway, you can know exactly how far it is. So I got this here, but the club was a bonus. And I mean, I need that in my arsenal. Then he also got this little extra thing here for me. This is a little divot repair when the ball lands on the green. Because, I'm going to be definitely putting it right on the green on my second shot. I'm going to be coming in from high. And when they come in from high, they leave a ball.
See how happy those two are together? Can you believe what she's been saying? I mean, I don't believe a word of it.
From the green.
I've always seen those two really happy together and happy to be associated with one another.
Repair those. So he gave me a little divot mark. I really appreciate it, Johnny Vegas.
And that's what we showed on this community too. Because I know a lot of people said, well, Tim said they were gifted. I wouldn't believe shite that comes out of Tim's mouth.
See that? I wouldn't believe shite that comes out of Tim's mouth. I mean, it baffles me. Tim's beaten her in court, absolutely wiped the floor with them all. He's fine. He's doing well. He's on vacation, and he's doing very, very well right now, and you have to deal with this, okay?
A liar. Pathological, probably.
Hopefully, you guys understand this video. I just want to let everybody know. I know Darling and a bunch of other people were asking for a video, so I did it today. As far as my health goes, I'm 7 months out of my heart transplant. I'm doing well. I walk 5 to 7 miles every day. I'm playing golf this morning. I'll probably walk the whole course about 8, 9.
I wouldn't recommend, after a heart transplant, walking 7 miles a day. That's one thing. Yeah.
So as far as my strength, I'm getting it back. My blood's a little issue.
I feel bad too. Everybody has certainly tried to get these clubs back to Johnny Vegas. At least tried to shame Tim into it. No, what is that? Sorry. Probably antisocial personality disorder / narcissistic personality disorder. We do not treat or diagnose here. Individual out here doing is doubling down and talking about them being gifted and talking more about golf. And
well, anyway, that's the fake Brit talking about the demise of Sarasota Tim. And also, I didn't know that he was so sick. Not really. So I haven't been really watching the videos. It kind of bored me a little bit, when I watched Tim's story. And he said, I've sent a video to Darling. If you can believe that. I sent a video to Darling, New York Dan. I sent a video to Blind Views. Probably my old buddy, Bohemian Carl Nomad, who's a lovely, lovely guy. Who's anti-Sarasota Tim. He makes fun of him, but I like him. I don't care. There's something about Bohemian Nomad Carl that I like. And I don't know what to say. This guy, I mean, I know what to say. But anyway, I hope he stays and lives a very, very long life. Okay? No matter what she says.
he has no remorse. Zero remorse. And we know he
Why would Tim have any remorse? He didn't do nothing.
with them. He was supposed to have played golf with Johnny Vegas that morning. And he rolled off with Miss Tammy. So Miss Tammy is lit.
Oh, Miss Tammy, I didn't know she. So that means it must have been quite a long time ago.
A conspirator in the crime. Because she probably knew, too, that Tim was supposed to play that morning. Shame on you, Miss Tammy.
Sarasota Tim and Miss Tammy. We got the Tim and Tammy show for you. Bringing it back by popular demand.
This was a long time ago, okay? And probably what happened, he was supposed to play golf with Johnny Vegas. And she said, Tim, let's, let's go back to the hotel or to the trailer or whatever. Probably. Well, he said this. He said, Tammy, let's go back to the trailer. I want to talk to you for a few minutes. I mean, who knows the hell what's going on, really?
And to all the people,
I think Life and Vibe is jealous of Miss Tammy.
so I want to thank everybody.
She would like to be sharing that 25-foot trailer with Timmy. I'm telling you, trust me. That's the bottom line.
From the bottom of my heart, my family and everybody. So anyway, that's it, folks. Enjoy your day. I hope everybody has a blessed week, blessed weekend, and everybody be safe. Take care, Johnny Vegas.
You too, Johnny.
And that's a club you will never get to play in, Tim.
That's the club Tim will never, ever, ever get to play in. Listen, I love you all, and I hope you've enjoyed it because I've been laughing. It made me laugh, but I love all of you.